Same is the fundamental for Reiki healing or any pranic healing, that our palms emit photons, and when they are placed on another person's body, if that they actually created a level of that research actually has how many Newton microns of photons are being emitted. They quantified it actually. So in that quantification they said that if this level of photons are being emitted from your hand, it actually possesses the power to change the DNA signature in you. Now think about an enlightened guru or anybody who has attained Samadhi. If they place their palm on somebody, then the structure of Chitta will change.
A lot of times we meet people and they leave a kind of a energetic signature on you, like I hate to say it this way, but this is the only way to describe it, that they're instantly likable.
So discipline always comes in life by understanding the carrots and stick. Now when you are not doing sadhana, just see, if I start taking exam of all of you, but gurus keep telling you the stick, the carrot part as well, right? That if you are able to reach this stage, you are able to do this much, then this will be your achievement, or this much of peace or bliss or gyan you will feel. Namaste. Jai Shiva, everybody. And we are here again with Yogini ji to answer some questions and see how it goes. Yogini ji will fire questions again. All right, Yogini ji, start.
No smoothie?
Oh, yes, water. And I apologize to everyone today for my voice, and I have a little bit of cold and flu going on here. So I'll try my best, Yogini ji, to answer your questions.
Okay, as always, I'm sure you will give me some atomic answers. Okay, so I thought we'll talk a little bit about energy. There's a lot of things related to energy which I feel I was very ignorant about. I still am, but after being in contact with you, or after learning from you, I learned a few things, and hopefully we'll be able to get those answers.
You
today.
learned just a few things only in last so many years?
No, in terms of energy, not.
Just joking. Okay, carry on with your question.
Okay. I have seen this. A lot of people who are following their spiritual path, they get very involved in the whole schematics of energy, how to increase energy. Also, a lot of gurus, they transfer their energy to some of their closed circle, and then that closed circle then goes ahead and transfers it to other people. So I just wanted your point of view on this. How does this work? Does this what is the reality behind this?
What kind of energy are we talking about?
Basically, that energy is such that the followers, they get into a kind of blank state immediately, trance,
Okay.
or they get into a kind of meditative state.
So when people are really, really, really into a receiving state, gurus are transmitting energy all the time, naturally, but they do that intentionally as well for a particular purpose, to give people bhava samadhi, or to give them whatever you call that blank state of mind. Whoever is at whatever level, to that extent they will receive the energy. Some people may go into samadhi, some people may get into bhava samadhi, some people may start shedding tears, that is bhav samadhi. Some people may get into savikalpa kind of samadhi, where they will receive some gyan about themselves. Some people who are not even at that level may just become completely focused, and their dharana goes becomes such that they will actually experience the absence of ego. So, a very still mind, a lot of stillness and whatever peace will descend as a result. That is what they will enjoy. So, people are at different level, and gurus transmit energy according to, whatever purpose they are there for.
So when we talk about transfer of energy, what about like Reiki and other kinds of pranic healing? What about the people who do it? First of all, like, is it a little bit harmful for them because they are, probably absorbing some kind of energy from the receiver as well? And in terms of the receiver, does it build some kind of weird karmic connections there, or how does this whole thing work basically?
So, karmic connection means reaction. Okay, only when you have good or bad, especially bad, kind of a reaction, and you feel bad because of somebody's touch or because of somebody's presence, the energy is not good and you feel weird. That is when you carry a little bit of karma, okay, attached to it. Otherwise, it's not a karmic exchange. Just like that, there is no karmic exchange. But yes, if you keep doing it, keep touching people, or somebody keeps touching you, then you build a karmic account. It's a sort of a bond that gets created. So that is there. Just recently, a scientist has proven, a scientific uh, research has been done, where scientists figure out that just in your palm, in your hand, especially in your hand, in comparison to the entire body, just in your hands, the maximum light is emitted. Means even in normal person, photons are being emitted from your palm. Scientists have proven, if you search for that research, you can very well easily. And I just read it like some time ago. Now, we know that even though it wasn't in this language or this scientific proven discovery, we knew since beginning. And especially all the females know that when your mother is touching you, you feel one way, so suddenly you feel fine, right? Or when somebody loves you, when they hug you or touch you or put their hands on you, you are suddenly fine. Everything goes away, the mind is silent, right? So because we are emitting, same is the fundamental for Reiki healing or any pranic healing, that our palms emit photons, and when they are placed on another person's body, if that they actually created a level of that research actually has how many newton microns of photons are being emitted. They quantified it actually. So in that quantification, they said that if this level of photons are being emitted from your hand, it actually possesses the power to change the DNA signature in you. Imagine that. They can modify the genetics in you. So, when a person feels healed as a result of Reiki healing or any loved one's healing or touch or anything, they feel like that. Definitely, somewhere something has changed. So, that means the light that we are emitting from our hands is capable of modifying the physical bio structure, biological structure, or you can call it DNA structure, or cellular level of microbiological structure can be modified. Your genetics can be modified. So the powerful the light in somebody's palm, that much power is there. So if through Reiki healers or any kind of healers or even loved ones, your body, physical body may change structure, your cellular biology can change structure. If the person is way more powerful, then neurological structure can change, neurons can change, DNA can be changed. So even even from the physical change perspective, you keep going down, 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 and at the more subtle level. Now think about an enlightened guru or anybody who has attained samadhi. If they place their palm on somebody, then the structure of chitta will change. Now, to what extent they are trying to change, that's the reason. They do not want to put a brake on car going at 100 speed, 100 kilometer an hour speed. You don't want to break it. Right? They refrain from touching people. The more they start going into samadhi, they refrain from it. So you see, all that has been quantified properly. And another interesting part of that research is that they did an experiment for a very long time on people doing various activities, and they kept the palm being monitored to see how much light stops from emitting. When does the light actually stops? When was the what activity of life was actually controlling the light here? So then they figured out, and then they said, when a person is angry or being obsessed about something or somebody, that is when the light reduces. Such a person's touch will not have any impact. They are not emitting sufficient light for somebody's body to be changed. Neurobiologically, neurocellular, at the DNA level, neurological level, cellular biological level, they cannot impact anybody's body. Okay? Then they kept monitoring it, and they realized when a person is seriously meditative, suddenly the photon emitted, the strength of the photon and the quantity of the photons both starts going higher and higher and higher. So anybody who is a very serious meditator, the reason they refrain from touching people or even coming near to people, or because they know they will change, they will change something in you. Now you may not like it, you may not want it, right? And you may not be conscious about it, yet something will change in you. That's the reason they also refrain from touching people. So now it's a scientifically proven thing that healing works and all these things work. So to what extent you will change depends upon how you keep yourself. And when I was reading that research, they showed the electrophotograph of the photons being emitted from the palm. And I was thinking that, remember, in all our photographs or the description of all the gods and goddesses, there is one Abhay Mudra, right? Where they are shown with hands like this, where they are giving blessings. It's called as Abhay Mudra. So in that Abhay Mudra, you will see there is a light emitting rays all around the palm of a Devi or a Devata, even gurus, that they have a light emitting from their head, from their shoulders, and all the way. There is a halo here, and there is a halo around the hand. Actually, science has proven all that now. That yes, a lot of people are emitting their aura. It has gone to that level that they are always emitting light from their forehead, especially the head area, and palm is beyond anything. Even the much more stronger light is emitted from the palm, from the hand. So, such an interesting research and such an interesting thing. But yes, you guys can read about that interesting research.
Uh, you know, a lot of times we meet people and they leave a kind of a energetic signature on you. Like
Yeah.
they, I hate to say it this way, but this is the only way to describe it, that they're instantly likable. And you want to listen to them talking. You probably even will do two things that they say faster than if somebody else said it. So what is at play here? How does that energy, and is that a more purified
Yeah.
state of being?
Yes. So, but first of all, it depends upon you. Okay, not the guru. Gurus are saying so many things. I keep saying so many things. Does it actually enters you or not? And to what extent it enters in you depends actually on you, right? And for that purpose, you see, when we are saying something, it actually should have gone to the Atma that you are, the being that you are. That being should have listened. But no, sometimes there is lot of chatter going on. Lot of ego is there doing its dance and drama. And that ego is in the mode of, today I am not listening anything. I will I will throw back whatever is thrown on me. Whatever gyan is being given to me, I'll just push it back, throw it back. It's like a child, you see. Do you think your child, your daughter, or my son, or anybody's child are always in the listening, receiving mode of mom's lecture? No, they are not. They are rarely in that uh, is- condition, right? When they will say, okay, today I am here, so you can lecture me, and I am ready to listen to whatever you are saying. Does that time ever come? Sometimes we know when they will listen. We figure out
It's
by
more like,
ourselves.
again, you're lecturing me.
Again, you are lecturing me. So you see, it's the same thing. People are like that too. People are like, grown up children, basically. So sometimes their ego, their mind is countering each and everything that is being said. Uselessly, just countering for the sake of countering. Sometimes they genuinely have questions, which is fine. But sometimes people are in a mode where they will counter it no matter what. Just like children, teenagers. If a child is small, we can still tell them something and they will listen to it. Half of the things they may not, but most of the things they will listen. When they're teenager, try telling them anything. So another thing that very interesting, and you can call it a psychological factor or something. If you understand the authority of somebody, out of love, out of fear, whatever it is, but you understand the authority of somebody, that is when you will listen to them. When kids are kids, in one way they know, no, my mom takes care of me, my mom is going to feed me, my mom will do this for me, my parents will do, my dad will do this to me, or my dad is taking care, I love my dad, I love my mom. Suddenly all these feelings are gone away when kids turn into teenagers, and that is when they are looking at, so what did you do, right? You did I come and filled an application to be born to you? All kinds of nonsense, stupid things, right? And just for the sake of arguing and telling you that you hold no authority over me, no matter how much they are countering, actually what they are saying is you hold no authority over me. But when the same child crosses the teenage and is actually 23, 24, 25 years of age, they get their own family, they get their own life challenges, that is when they again start listening to you. Not to that extent, but respectfully, out of love, out of somewhere, that authority will come back in lot many ways, which was gone when they were teenager. So parents are parents, they also grow up, they also change. So, how much you are listening to a guru, how much you are not listening, what is going inside you, what is not going inside you, is actually dependent upon what your state is right now. Some children, some teenagers, or even when college goers actually, when they come to class and a professor is teaching, some of them are there just to create nonsense. No matter what the professor is teaching, they will counter argue. Whether that makes sense or not, whether it's such a time waste for the class, doesn't matter. They are there to create nuisance. Some of them come to class thinking that I don't know the subject and I need to pass it. So I need to learn. And that's why I'm in the class. I'll ask only genuine questions if I have. Otherwise, I'm going to silently, quietly absorb everything that the professor is teaching. So they prepare their mind accordingly for going to the class. Some don't. So you see the result.
Ma, talking about like listening and obeying, um, a lot of people find it very difficult, me included, to keep a kind of discipline, in life as well as in your practices, your spiritual practices. Sometimes we do it with full favor, and then at other times it's not the case. So, what is your advice for us, and how can we make this better for us? Like, is it possible, or is it a sanskar that's so deep that it will probably, like you said, take lifetimes to reach?
See, it's the same thing when you study, do your bachelor's or master's, right? In your master's, when you are that old, nobody is going to tell you what time you need to wake up, what time you should eat, what time you should shower, how much you should study, and what time you should study, and how much college you need to go, whether you need to go to library or not. Nobody is telling you anything when you are doing your masters. But where does the discipline comes from? First thing, you know how much fees you are paying for masters. If you fail the master or you don't do it in your timeline, and then not only that you are wasting money, you have that in back of your head that I'll be wasting that much money, and then you are scared of, if I fail, then I may not get this XYZ job that I was looking for. So there is always a stick behind it, and you have the acceptance and knowledge of that stick that is there. So discipline comes from that stick. You are also aware of all the carrots, that I'll get this job. Once I am done, I'll get this job and my this much of earning, and I my life, my dreams of my life will be fulfilled in one way or the other. So you know the carrots, you know the sticks. Nobody needs to drive you. Your mom is not going to come and say, "Oh, beta, get up. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. You need to study." No, you will get up if you know my assignment is not done and I have to get up. I have to submit the assignment tomorrow. So you'll get up and you will do it. So discipline always comes in life by understanding the carrots and stick. Now, when you are not doing sadhana, just see, if I start taking exam of all of you, and it is quite possible. And earlier, there was a time when gurus used to do that. Gurus still do it in a very subtle way. You just don't know you are being your exam. You are giving an exam.
What do I say to this? I
Eh?
don't know.
So gurus will, if gurus start taking exam without telling, then you will know. Oh damn, I didn't do it. I should be doing it. Now my guru is going to yell on me, or maybe guru will just send me away saying, "You're useless fellow. Just get out." But gurus keep telling you the stick, the carrot part as well, right? That if you are able to reach this stage, you're able to do this much, then this will be your achievement, or this much of peace or bliss or gyan you will feel, shanti you will feel in your heart, right? That much of ananda you will feel in life. You'll become very much magnanimous, radiating kind of a person. Sometimes we even have to tell some of the people, if you do this pranayam, your skin will start glowing. So you see, to that level of carrots, sometimes gurus have to show to disciples that, Arey, if nothing else, do it for the glow of your skin. Do it for the anti-aging factor. Right? So to that extent, carrots can be shown. Or if for somebody for whom the skin or the glow or the age doesn't matter, wrinkles do not matter, then we show them something else. So different levels of carrots are shown to different people. But ultimately what we are trying to give them is an ability to live without suffering. It doesn't mean that there won't be suffering, physical, mental, emotional suffering won't be there. Things will be there, situations will be there in life, difficult circumstances will be there, disease will be there, death will be there, but still, suffering will not happen to you. And that's a wonderful, beautiful way of living. So, different levels of carrots and different levels of sticks are shown by the gurus to people.
Today, first time we spoke about mudras. Also, it's not a topic that is spoken about enough. Like I've heard about pranayam so much and mantra jap, and so. But I think mudras are not explained enough, or I have not found the right information. So, would you like to shed some light on why mudras and I know you always say don't ask how much time, but just for the mudra to be effective, is there any you know specification? Can do it for so long, then it will get you somewhere.
Mudras, so you see, you have 72,000 nadis where energy is flowing in you, right? That's your entire energy structure, you can say. And those 72,000 nadis include 112 chakras, and energy is always flowing in them. Particular mudras make your energy flow. So it's not that all those 72,000 nadis are always busy with energy transfer. Some nadis are sleeping. There's no energy transfer happening. Imagine a network of highways, roads. There's no traffic sometimes. All right? Highway is still there, but there may not be traffic on that road in that particular time. Either the fact is that it's not needed, that energy flow is not needed, or it could be that, that channel never had that energy flow in this lifetime of yours. So, not all the 114, 112 chakras are working in you. In other words, are energetically active in you at all times. Some are dormant, you can say. So a road is there, but nobody goes there in this lifetime. There are some roads in every country, right? Where nobody ever goes. Nobody has ever walked that road. Somebody built that highway or that road long time ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago. And now nobody goes. It's a abandoned road, you can say. Exactly in the same way, you have abandoned energy channels in your body, nadis in your body where no energy is flowing. Mudra instantly activates that energy channel which is connected. For example, Vayu Mudra. Okay? When we make Vayu Mudra, suddenly air element is high, and suddenly the right hand side of my body, which actually connects to the left brain, I can instantly feel the difference when I do this. If I do this, Gyan Mudra, automatically it starts pulsating here if I make a Gyan Mudra. Now, another thing is how much you have perfected all these mudras. So, mudras are instantaneous, first of all. Okay? There are mudras which you cannot even make because those energy channels may not have been functional. So, no matter how much you try, there are some mudras using fingers, using hands, creating like this, doing like this. Sometimes it just feels outright wrong. You cannot do it. So, just like mantra, not every mantra is for everybody. Mudras are specific to people, what they are trying to achieve, what are they trying to do. But yes, the effect on your pranmay kosh and your energy body is actually instantaneous. So wait time for that. You make that mudra, and if you start making Vayu mudra, air element in you will go higher. But again, don't try these things by yourself. If you activate the air element too much, actually you will have lots of thoughts. So, did you balance your Akasha Tattva, your Akasha element, and your fire element? So, one element above, one element below. Otherwise, the chakras that will open in you will start firing thoughts after thoughts after thought, not just your own thoughts. You'll start catching everybody's thoughts, and suddenly you'll have a headache because you have your mind you'll be disturbed a lot, right? So, yes, these are mudras. What else?
Is there any technique you can give people to immediately like stop thoughts? Is there any such thing? I have heard that people prescribing things. So does it work? And if so, then what would be your prescription for that?
Well, simple prescription, simple mudra, which is that you tuck your tongue to your upper palate. That's an instant stopping of mind, of thoughts for most of the people. But those who have had samadhi, or those, their tongue naturally stays tucked. Their tongue is not moving in their mouth ever, unless they are opening their mouth to speak something. It's not happening. Same way for all the mudras. Body makes mudra by itself because you have opened those energy channels in you through meditation, through sadhana. You have opened, made your body so in tune with the cosmos, so in tune with the life that it will spontaneously do things. So, yes, that,
So one can make themselves in tune with the
yeah.
cosmos.
By
How would you go about doing that?
you practice mudras, you practice different things, you do sadhana according to what level you are, where all you have disturbances in your existence, where is it that you are out of tune. You need to know that first, or your guru need to know that first, and then they will give you sadhana mudra according to your disturbances, and then you can get in tune. So where does recalibration needs to happen? All that needs to be, it depends from person to person.
Now, one kindergarten type of question.
Kindergarten.
What exactly is meant by aligning yourself with the cosmos? What exactly is going to happen? What exactly?
Very good question. Very good question. So you see, cosmos is made up of what? Five elements, right? You are made up of what? Five elements. Now, cosmic five elements are moving, in other words, changing, transforming, and moving according to a rhythm, according to a cycle, right? We call it rhythm in Sanskrit. It's called as rhythm. It's a cycle. If your body, which is again made up of five elements, is moving exactly at the same pace, exactly transforming things, doing things, exactly at the same cycle of how the cosmic elements are doing, then you are considered as in tune. Now, what could be an example of out of tune? First, let's understand that if you are not in tune with the nature, then first thing that will happen is you'll never get up early in the morning before sunrise. That is one thing. You will not be able to get up. Why? In you, the fire element, should have started burning. When sun started coming up. So sun is visible on the horizon, but before that there is a period of 1.5 hour, which it takes that much time for sun to actually rise up and be visible in that country and start rising when the first line is visible. So it takes 1.5 hour before sun starts coming up. So there is a periphery that comes up first, and then light, and then finally the full sun is visible, right? So it's a 1.5 hour process. So your agni in you, agni tatu in you should have worked in sync with that. Now, say for example, let's take another element, Jala element. Jala is the element that when Jala element, when you are not in sync with it, see what happens. Whenever there is a full moon or new moon, people's emotions go crazy, right? Emotions will go crazy because that is what they have, that they have lot of blockages in their stagnant jala tattva in them. Stagnant means your emotions you should have let go long ago. You should have let go all those crazy emotions, turbulences and things that you are harboring, but you did not let go. So now what happens is, whenever there is a full moon or new moon, people start becoming lunatic. People start going crazy. They experience mental disturbances. They experience a lot of emotional upheaval when there is a full moon or new moon. Otherwise, what should have happened? If you were in tune with your Jala Tattva and the Jal Tattva of the Brahmand, the cosmos, if they were in tune, what would have happened? Chetana, the level of Chetana would have risen. Jala is connected to Chetana directly. Moon is connected to the consciousness that you are. So your consciousness should have expanded to the level of cosmos. Suddenly, when there is new moon or full moon, you should start downloading the wisdom about yourself, about your life, past lives, about anything and everything. You could have downloaded the wisdom in that time because Chetna would have expanded. But no, Chetna couldn't expand because you have emotional blockages in you. So Jala Tattva goes out of balance. Prithvi Tattva goes out of balance or is not in sync with uh, nature. That is easily understandable because body will become sick. Problem comes when people start understanding the second Jala Tattva or the water element. Problem comes not understanding that part or not being able to recognize that part easily. If physical body goes out of balance, or the Prithvi Tattva goes out of balance, you will be sick, right? You'll get heat stroke, you'll get cold stroke, or you know how much to expose the body, and you will be hungry at odd times. You will be sleeping at odd times. Or body will keep doing whatever it has to do in order to bring it back to the sink. That if it is cold, the body temperature has to be maintained in a certain way. The chemicals in the body has to be released and hormones have to be released in a certain way. The body will try to sink it a lot. But if body is saying no, get up and do some exercise or physical stuff, then you need to get up and do something, otherwise body will become diseased. So it's easier to see Prithvi Tattva not being in tune with the, or the earth element not being in tune with the cosmic earth element. Okay? But it becomes harder when it comes to fire element, akasha, air element, or water element. It becomes harder to see it, that you are not in tune. And when you are in tune, that's it. Life works according to you. Whatever has to happen for your spiritual growth, material growth in life, and whatever growth in life, it works exactly the way it should be. Like children are very much in tune with the cosmos actually. That's why they are playing when they are playing. They are sleeping when they are sleeping. They are doing stuff when they are doing. Their body is perfectly in sync. with the cosmos. They are hungry at a certain time, they are hungry. They don't care that you didn't cook food or it's not the time to eat right now. No matter what you say, they are hungry when they are hungry. Because their small biology is working according to the nature cycle, according to their age, according to their gender, according to their place of living. Everything is working in them. All the elements are functioning in them the way they are supposed to function. Because their brain is not saying, no, no, this is not the time to eat. What is this time to eat? What is this time to sleep? But in adults, that is when we say, no, this is not the time to eat. Are, I'm hungry. That's it. Period. End of story. I don't care what time it is. My body needs food right now. Or I do not need to eat right now. No matter if you say it's lunch time. Are, there is no lunch time for me. I don't eat lunch. I don't feel hungry. So I don't eat lunch. No matter how much. Sleep 8 hours. I don't need to sleep 8 hours. I'm bubbling, dancing in after 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep. Sometimes I'm sleeping. If I need to, I am sleeping 10 hours, then what? So being perfectly in tune with the nature. So then life becomes easier. You don't put too much mind into.
I guess that's why they say yogis are very childlike and
Yeah.
in their masti all the time.
Yes. Don't take things seriously. Don't make very harsh timetable. Discipline doesn't mean timetable. Discipline means understanding the importance of something and allowing it to happen when it is supposed to happen, not interfering with the cosmic rhythms. Sometimes I have seen people who will normally sleep around 10 o'clock at night and they will complain in the morning saying, I'm awake since 2:30 and I couldn't sleep. Who asked you to sleep if you were awake at 2:30? Why not get up at 2:30 and do something? Read a book, do your sadhana, play music, practice this, practice that, but get up. If your body is done sleeping, then what's with this, you know, fanatism about time? If your body is done sleeping, done resting, just get up. And then you are complaining about 2:30 till 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. You are forcefully keeping your body on the bed, but your brain was functioning. So you tried hard to sleep, hard to sleep, hard to sleep, and that gave you a headache, that gave you all kinds of problems. And now you end up complaining about it. Someday your body may get up at 1:30, so what? Get up at 1:30. Someday it may not get up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Then let it be that way. You might have done something physical, a lot of physical strain your body might have taken. It needs that kind of a rest now. So let it be. Or you may be sick. You may not know, but you were sick. Body may have some internal imbalance going on, which is giving you a sleep like that. So then sleep.
Okay, ma, that's all I have for today. And thank you once again for shedding light on multiple topics. And thank you for guiding us.
Thank you, everybody. And let us know, Namah Shivai, let us know how you are taking this program and if it is helping you understand small topics and things like that. And thank you, Yogini ji, for firing questions on me. Let's have another session next time. Thank you.